Welcome in, everyone. We have breaking news in the death of Anna Kepner, 18 years old, who lost her life aboard the Carnival cruise ship, the Horizon, a 4,000 passenger ship staffed with close to 1,500 employees, a floating city. Anna boarded on November 6th with her family for a wonderful time, and her trip ended stuffed under her bed, wrapped in a blanket, hidden by life jackets. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Thank you for joining me. This is Crime Time Buzz. As the ship Carnival Horizon, November 8th, returned to the Miami port, passengers disembarked along with a body bag wheeled off that contained Anna Kepner's lifeless body. Anna was 18 years old. The FBI boarded, which is normal, by the way, due to maritime laws, that they would go on and begin an investigation into her death. Well, very little has been released by the FBI because this is an ongoing investigation. However, we have been able to garner some information from a divorce document filed by Anna's stepmother, Chantel Hudson, her lawyer. Let me give you a little background information on that. And just to give you a little peek into what's coming, Anna's younger step-sibling, who is a minor, is possibly involved in her unaliving. Whew. This is going to be a hard one, my friends, not just for the Kepner's, but for the Hudsons, and they're a family that is blended, so this is going to get very, very complicated. So what we have found out from that divorce document is Thomas Hudson in 2024 filed a complaint against Chantel Hudson, Anna's stepmom, who is partnered now with Anna's father, Christopher. They were all on the cruise together along with Chantel's children, 2 minor children. His claim was custody and access to his minor kids. This was in 2024. Chantel Hudson, Anna's stepmom's hearing was set for this December 2025. Her lawyer filed a response to delay her December 2025 hearing due to an extremely sensitive and severe circumstance. I'll repeat that. An extremely sensitive and severe circumstance. Further explaining that the FBI investigators and her attorneys indicated a criminal case may be initiated against one of the minor children. I have found out that the minor children is a male, going by the initials of TH. That was revealed in a second doc filed yesterday that stated the minor as a suspect. These are not documents that have anything to do with Anna's death. They are the divorce document from Chantel's former husband, Thomas, who lives across the state. Anna lived with Chantel, her father, Christopher, and the kids. Right now, the minor boy considered possibly involved, the one document they're claiming, I think NBC reported that he was called a suspect. He is no longer living in the home. He is living with another relative for the safety of his sister and Anna's sibling. What a sad, sad story. So let's get to the details. The family boarded the Horizon on November 2nd for a 6-day Caribbean cruise. On November 6th in the evening, and we saw pictures, Anna having a great time. She's dressed up, she's dancing, she's smiling. Well, on Thursday, November 6th, Anna wasn't feeling well, so she went back to her cabin. Anna never resurfaced. A maid who went in to clean the room the next day, November 7th, Friday, around 11 a.m. while they were in Cuban waters, found Anna wrapped in a blanket, stuffed under the bed, hidden by life jackets. Now, one thing I do want to say is, if it was someone not connected to Anna, and I heard an FBI agent, former FBI agent, say this, they most likely would have just done what they did and fled the room and disembarked the next morning. However, the fact that Anna was hidden may lend clues to the fact that the person did have a relationship with Anna, got scared, and if you put it together with it possibly being a minor, may have freaked out and didn't know what to do because maybe and their alleged first crime and not some serial killer or hardcore criminal. So got scared possibly and stuffed her under the bed. What we do know is that the medical examiner report has not released anything yet. I'm sure the autopsy has been completed. However, sometimes the reports take a while, and they are most likely waiting for the toxicology reports, which could reveal a lot, and those take longer than an autopsy. The toxicology report could show us if Anna indeed ingested something, which is what made her feel ill on Thursday. It will reveal information, possibly further information into Anna's death. And I think it's also important to note that the maid found her at 11 o'clock. They were in Cuban waters. They would be heading back and porting the next morning in Miami. And we received time of death at 11:17 a.m. Everyone thought that was quite specific, including myself. But what makes more sense is that was not the medical examiner's time of death. The medical examiner was not on board yet. What they had on board was a ship doctor who most likely went in at 11:17 and declared Anna Kepner deceased. We are waiting to hear from the medical examiner time of death, cause of death, manner of death. I hope that makes sense because that really did make sense to me when I heard it. Okay, so it's very specific because it's so specific. And that's because that's when the ship doctor most likely went in there and declared Anna Kepner deceased. Now, the custody issues is what's garnered us the information. We know Thomas had filed in 2024 wanting more access to his children. The hearing is scheduled for December of 2025, and the reason we have information that one of her minor children may be involved is her lawyer filed a document asking for a delay and stating that FBI investigators and attorneys have indicated that there may be a criminal case initiated against one of the minor children. And then the document the next day, according to NBC News, states TH, that's his initials, as a suspect. So that is the information that we garnered from the documents. And we have also recently found out that she was under the bed, which makes sense because remember when we heard from a passenger who was on the ship who said they heard a medical alert go out, and then the next morning there was someone stationed outside Anna's room, and they stayed there. And we were wondering, well, I wonder if that's where Anna was found, and that's the possible crime scene. Well, indeed, Anna was found under the bed, wrapped in a blanket, stuffed behind life jackets. This 6-day cruise with her father, her stepmother, and step siblings was supposed to be a time of fun, joy, and excitement, heading towards a May graduation. The cheerleader was looking forward to going into the military. She loved the water, had a boating license, and is described as many as bubbling and just a true sweet spirit. We are still waiting for the medical examiner's report, but it is looking like a homicide. The FBI is currently investigating. They are scouring camera footage from that huge ship. Now, the ship is not an older ship. It is a newer model, so they probably have a plethora of surveillance cameras around. So when Anna entered her room on Thursday evening, was she alone? Was her step-sibling with her? Was there footage to show her step-sibling entering? Why is her step-sibling a suspect? Possible. allege. How is her step sibling an alleged suspect? What have they garnered? Those cameras should tell a lot. Did Anna go in with someone else? Two went in, one came out? I don't know. I do not know. But what I do know is this is looking into it becoming a criminal investigation now. There is a step sibling involved who is no longer living in the home, living with another relative for the safety of his sister and Anna's sibling. And we are awaiting the cause, manner, and time of death. And I'm going to repeat, the 11:17 a.m. that we had heard before is not a cause of a time of death from a medical examiner, most likely the declaration of death of Anna Kepner from the ship doctor. Anna Kepner found stuffed under a bed, wrapped in a blanket, hidden behind life jackets, and her younger step sibling, a male, goes by the initials of TH, is most likely going to be facing criminal prosecution, according to the document that was filed by Chantel Hudson, the stepmother attorney, regarding her custody issues with her previous ex-husband. Wow. So for those of you, please hit that notification bell. This is a developing story. Subscribe to the channel for updates. There are so many questions. If indeed, whoever did this, let's put it there. Let's take it off the step sibling for a second. Why? Why would anyone have a reason to hurt Anna Kepner? And if it was her younger step sibling, I'll ask why? What was going on between them? What was the state of their relationship prior to boarding the ship? What was the state of their overall relationship, their lifelong relationship with each other? How would he have done it? When did he do it? What what is that cause of death, manner of death? And it's looking like a homicide, my friends, but we don't have an official ruling on that. This is a developing story. And to the family of the Kepner family, from all of us here at Crime Time Buzz, we send strength, prayers, good vibes to you during what we know is such a difficult time. And we extend our deepest condolences for all of you for the loss of the beautiful Anna Kepner, your loved one. Such a tragedy on the seas. Please hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will bring you updates as they come out. Thank you so very much for being here. Keep keeping on, and please, until next time, stay safe. Justice for Anna Kepner and peace for and understanding for her family. Talk soon, my friends.